August the 27th, 2021. Guys, you're looking at the latest from the National Hurricane Center, and we have problems, Houston. But what we're dealing with, guys, is now what's going to become a major hurricane. Yesterday in the report, we were talking about it getting up to 110 miles per hour, Cat 2 hurricane, and coming ashore. But I did mention in the comments that 111 miles per hour is a Cat 3. And that's what we're dealing with now. The storm is located south of Cuba here at 65 miles per hour, moving northwest at 15 miles an hour. It's supposed to become a hurricane very soon as it moves across the western tip of Cuba. Check that H out. Then continuing through here, 8 p.m. Saturday, it's halfway out into the Gulf. And 8 a.m. Sunday morning, as you're waking up, you're going to have a Category 3 plus storm coming in on you, Louisiana. And when I say that, Mississippi, you've got to pay very close attention to this, too, the way this thing's going to turn. And if I'm not mistaken, Katrina got up to, about a Cat 3 plus also coming in the same area. If it tracks this way, the northwest quadrant of the storm, the most powerful, will come up the Mississippi River towards New Orleans. So we got to pay very close attention to this. You can see 8 a.m. Monday, it is ashore. But Sunday night, 8 p.m., all hell's going to be breaking loose right in this area, guys. No doubt about it. Let's take a look at the rainfall estimates. If you notice your chart to the right here, we're looking at 10 inches red. You get in that purple or light purple area, 15 inches of rain. That's what we're dealing with right here, the New Orleans, Lake Pontchartrain area, guys. 15 to 20 inches of rain with a Cat 3 hurricane. If I were you, I would get out of New Orleans and anywhere along this coastline, and you need to do it very quickly while you still can. Don't try to hang in there with this along the coast or up in the swamps or in the bayous or anything like that. You need to leave. This is going to be a life-threatening situation. People are not going to heed this warning, and there's going to be people that drowned. Can't help it. That's just the way it is. Some people, I understand, don't have a place to go, but find a way. Find a way to ride north, whatever you got to do. Find a campground. Do not be down in New Orleans or anywhere along the south coast of Louisiana after Sunday evening. It's not going to work out good for you. There's going to be nothing but power outages and floods and rescues. Now let's take a look at the storm surge, guys. 7 to 11 feet. Imagine that. Now, that's not counting your high tides. That's not counting the waves of a Cat 3 or stronger hurricane at this point. 7 to 11 feet. This is basically from Morgan City all the way to the mouth of the Mississippi River and over into Mississippi itself here, guys. You get on the outer fringes, Ocean Springs, 4 to 7 feet, Mobile Bay area, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, 3 to 5 feet, 4 to 7 feet, Vermilion Bay. 2 to 4 feet back over towards the Texas and Louisiana border. Now, this is the latest satellite imaging over the Gulf of Mexico itself. You can see the storm is very large. It's a large area. It's approaching Cuba right here. You're already getting moisture along the Gulf Coast in this area, so your ground's already going to be wet as this thing moves in Sunday evening. But again, it's about to cross the western tip of Cuba here. Wrapped very tightly now. This thing is probably going to be a Cat 1 hurricane within a couple of hours. This is going to be something that we all dread and we all try to prepare for, but with something this strong, it's almost impossible. You have to move out of its path. Guys, and as I was saying that in switching maps, it has now become a Category 1 hurricane. Check this out as I was waiting for those satellite images to download. But by 8 p.m. this afternoon, 75 mile per hour storm setting over the tip of Cuba. Saturday at 8 a.m., Category 1, Category 2 here, Saturday 8 p.m. But Sunday morning, as you wake up, this thing's offshore. It's already strengthened to a Category 3 at 120 mile per hour sustained winds. Coming ashore at 120 mile per hour sustained winds. Guys, get out. Don't be trapped in your houses. Don't be trapped in the apartments in the low-lying areas of New Orleans and other places. Don't force people to come in there, risk their lives to get you out. too many people in this area remember Katrina very well. I remember we had no power for 2 weeks or water for 2 weeks. Had to travel to other cities to get food and gas and wait in long lines. Okay? There's nothing going to be fun about this storm. It's going to be very dangerous. Again, people are going to lose their lives, and you do not be one of them. And if you look at the spaghetti models here, they're all coming together. Everything from South Central Louisiana, all of the models go from there over to around base St. Louis, Mississippi right now. Same path as, I hate to keep saying Katrina, but as Katrina, and we know what that did. Do not be there. We're watching this, guys. I will update it starting about 2 or 3 times a day now. So just pay attention to to my updates and keep your TV stations tuned in to what's going on there. But you're already 11-foot storm surge with a Cat 3 at 120 miles coming in. I wouldn't be there, and I've been in a lot of hurricanes, and I've went down and filmed different hurricanes coming in around Florida, Mississippi, Alabama. This one is not one of those that I'll be dealing with. It's going to be a heads down, keeping everything safe, secure, and out of harm's way. Guys, I'm watching it. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.